Hello and welcome. It is my pleasure today to introduce to our Lokwani audience the creative director and founder of the Off Kendrick Theatre Group, Dr. Shanka Bhowmik. Shanka has established this wonderful theater, and in fact, this theater is presenting the first ever South Asian American Theater Festival in New England on August 19th through the 21st. The festival will be presented at the Mosesian Theater for the Arts at Watertown, Mass. You can get all information about this festival at southfest.com. Shankaji, welcome. Namaste.
Namaste. Thanks for having me.
Oh, what a pleasure, and very intrigued to hear about this very first South Asian American Theatre Festival. Could you tell us about that and what our audiences can expect when they come and attend this?
Yes, so this is one of the most unique events that we are trying to put up, where we have invited theater groups from all across New England, South Asian theater groups from all across New England, as well as from outside, from New Jersey. There are a couple of groups coming. And, they represent different parts of South Asia. So we have plays in English, but plays in English talking about the Sikh experience. It's from a particular community. We have plays from Mahabharata talking about Shikhandi in English, as well as, plays in Hindi, Kannada, Marathi. So there are different languages, and there are different experiences because we have Gen Z performers putting up performances. We have storytelling. So it is a wide range of theater experiences that I don't think has been on stage in New England together, representing the South Asian experience. And that is the unique experience that we are trying to bring. Now, just to finish that, in order for this to be accessible to everyone, all the plays that are not in English are going to be transcribed into English, and there is going to be a superscripted projection. So, if you don't understand Marathi or Hindi or Kannada, you don't have to worry about it. It is going to be shared. English translations are going to be shared with you on a superscripted projection, just like it happens in an opera. So this experience, what we are trying to do is to get the audience for a wholesome experience of all the different and unique cultural nuances that we have in our South Asian culture. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So now these plays, are they targeted towards a certain age group, or is it, is it more of the grown-up, person?
No, I would say some plays definitely have grown-up content, but it is targeted really for everyone. Means I would definitely say kids over 10 should be able to watch most of these plays. And I would encourage audience members or patrons who are interested to actually probably check out the website, because the description of each of these plays are given. Also, as I said, they're spread over 3 days. Starting on Friday, we have one play. On Saturday, we have 4 plays. And on Sunday, we have 3 plays, and we also have seminars and stuff. So audience members have the option of, going in for certain plays or a particular day. So they do have that option.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now, is there a particular theme that is weaving through the whole festival, or it's mostly just the fact that it's a Gen Z or it's a South Asian, is that the only people that
Yeah,
get?
that is the only. So since we are doing it for the first time, our goal was to actually allow the platform to as many people as possible, or
Okay.
however number of groups who are into serious performances, uh, and give them a platform. So it is, we are trying to build these bridges through theater. Uh, performing arts is a wonderful way to bring people together, form collaboration, develop understanding, and we are just using theater and storytelling as our modes of communication.
Right.
Since you do dance, dance is also a
Sure.
wonderful medium to do that.
Sure.
We are just trying to do this through theater.
Fantastic, fantastic. And I have to ask, I mean, here you are actually in your other life, you are a professor of mechanical engineering at Dartmouth. And here you are running an, a theater group called Off Kendrick. So could you tell me a little bit about the transition from being a professor to a theater artist? And also what motivated you to start Off Kendrick?
So, I theater has been my passion from a very young age,
Uh-huh.
and I guess that is why I have always performed, whether when I was back in India or in the United States as well. And about 15 years ago, I kind of decided to start writing my own plays to sort of reflect some of the experiences of immigrant life in this country. So most of the work I started to do in very small groups, and also catering to a relatively small audience, predominantly in Bengali,
Yeah.
uh, to catering to the small audience, are experimental, offbeat, talking about our local experiences or immigrant experiences. That is really where Off Kendrick started. Otherwise, I could go and perform in community theaters, which I've done quite a few times. But I wanted this to be slightly separate platform of where we talk about immigrant experience, document our immigrant experience. Then that kind of started to blossom a little bit more, and then we started doing storytelling in the Moth's Radio Hour format, kind of storytelling. It's called Voices, which is part of the Off Kendrick group, and but we run those shows separately. Means we don't do theater and storytelling at the same show. So we have now started, and we are actively always looking for people to actually come and tell stories, different types of stories. So these are the kind of two main streams that have come out of Kendrick in the last 12 to 15 years, that we are kind of trying to grow. And now we have decided, a couple of years ago, Mass Cultural Council gave us a grant to be able to transcribe our plays into English, means have them translated and projected. So we bought equipment for those to kind of project our work. And then we started thinking, okay, why only Bengali theater? Why only my theater? Why not allow Marathi group, Kannada groups, Hindi groups, Telugu groups, or other groups to come and showcase their work? And that kind of really was the predominant motivation for me to think about Southfest, and also form bridges, because I have watched a couple of Marathi plays and a couple of Hindi plays in New England, but I bet most people haven't.
Yeah.
And I mean, from my community on the Bengali side, and likewise, people from the other communities have not watched Bengali plays. And we have one play which is Bikre Bimbe, which is actually a Girish Karnad play. It's a Kannada play which has been translated into Hindi, and it's being performed by a Hindi theater group. And can be so much of crosstalk and collaboration. So
Sure.
I really want this to be that platform, and I think these communication are getting more and more important in today's world, and I think we need to work towards that.
I completely agree. And I think the one important aspect that you're touching upon is that South Asians, especially the Gen Zs that are growing up, second generation, do not quite think of themselves as, Marathi, Hindi, or whatever. They think of themselves as brown Americans. And, there is a common thread that goes through them. and for them to really connect through this, to watch, from multiple languages, theaters that reflect perhaps their own experience. It talks about this fact that we are one despite having different cultural background. And I think even films now, now with subtitling, I think that has been
Absolutely. Yeah.
thing that we get to see beautiful work which was otherwise not accessible to us. Exactly what you said. It doesn't matter what the language now, because and again, as I think as Indians, we understand the cultural context no matter what the language. So I
Absolutely,
think when we get
absolutely.
the
And
words,
we come from this unique country, unique region where there are so many different languages,
yes,
and language shouldn't be a barrier anymore. And that's what, and even for live performances, theater means films, subtitling has been around for a while, but even for live theater, that's really the experience I'm trying to get, and get people to have, and hopefully they can come and support this so that this can be a sustainable project in the future, because I really think that this has a lot of value for our broader community. And also non-South Asians should also come and watch, because that would expose them to the native language speaks in certain ways,
yeah.
and that we cannot disagree with. And so I think it is going to be a really unique experience, and that's one of the reasons I'm trying to reach out and reach as many people as I can.
Surely, surely. I think, like you said, this could expand further, even just within America, right? Within the immigrant communities, having plays from different communities and having building bridges in that way. I think that's a beautiful idea. So, if people want to get engaged, get involved, how do you suggest they go about doing that with Off Kendrick?
Okay, so as I said, our first step is, and we actually actively do seek out people for storytelling.
Yeah.
Telling short 8-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute stories about some unique experience that they have, that comes only from them.
Yeah.
And we have a very short 1-hour segment with 4 storytellers on Sunday, the 21st, that of Kendrick is kind of theme. We are not doing a place per se in this festival, because we are actually, as I told you, we are trying to get other people to come, but we have our own storytelling segment where we have recruited people from, again, they are not all of Kendrick members or anything, they have come from outside and they're performing. So that is where we want people to first start getting engaged. And then in terms of plays, we are looking at doing plays in English, or we are looking to do plays in multilingual format. That's one of, take Tagore's Rakta Karabi, for example, which is a great play, and it is in Bengali, but it has English translations. Somebody from a Marathi person can translate a particular character into Marathi and do it. So there are unique opportunities, and that's really what I'm seeking out as well. We take classics. I don't know a lot of the classics from other languages. We take classics, we sit together and we present it in a multilingual format, different people performing in there, and this is routinely done in other countries. This is routinely done in other countries. We should start doing it here. So those are the goals, and we do a lot of social work in the sense, community building, helping the community, fundraising, primarily for the theater community, or when during COVID times we tried supporting the theater community back home in India through fundraising efforts and stuff like that. So there are different efforts going on. And if you look at outreach, we also do workshop. Actually, there is going to be a sign up sheet at the Indian Society for Worcester, I think this coming weekend, when they are having their Independence Day celebration, I believe, for workshop. We do workshop with different theater people. So if people are interested in learning theater, they can get involved. So we would really like this to be a wholesome experience for the community. And we have done workshop with kids as well. So so we have done workshop with kids, and I know that is where parents are mostly interested, and we have a couple of very good teachers who spend time with kids and have done workshop with kids.
Fantastic. Really, really excited to, of course, see this South Asian American festival, to see the variety of plays that are presented, especially with the transcription, so that it's all accessible to everybody.
Yes, it should be.
So,
Yeah.
and thank you so much, for really bringing the community together in this beautiful way through theater, and also giving your services for training children, for training adults, and so that, everybody can at some point think that they actually can do something with theater, because I think it's a very valuable skill for anybody to have, to be able to present themselves. I think as a
Yes,
professor, we know this, that the student who can present themselves,
exactly.
does well.
So
So
I
anyway,
am a teacher at heart, and I honestly owe a lot to this community. I've been in the Greater Boston area since 2000.
uh-huh.
So, I really owe a lot to this community. So I'm also trying to give back a little bit. That's
Oh,
also part of my goal.
perfect.
And so, yeah, I hope people can come and support this endeavor, and, we can grow together from there. It's
Beautiful.
not like I have all the answers.
Of course, of course, of course. And
Yeah.
that's the beauty of what you're trying to do. You're bringing people together so that we create new, wonderful bridges that can really connect communities, and help people learn about each other, about the
Mhm.
excellent work that is there in each other's culture. So, thank you
Mhm.
so much, Dr. Bhowmik, for your time, and look forward to the Saath Fest. And for people who would like to get more information, please go to Saath, SAATHFEST.com. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you.